Hi, it's DianaRuth, and I'm here to tell you a story about my dad. This is a childhood memory that has meant a great deal to me. But first I'd like to let you see his flag that was given to him through me at his funeral. Now, my daddy served in the U.S. Navy back when he was in his mid-20s. And he was an only child. He was an interesting man. He was a bodybuilder, a gymnast, a football player, an intellectual. He just had a lot of big thoughts for somebody that was not raised in Christianity. But when he was out on one of his duties on the ship that he was assigned to, they were out to do a practice run. And some guy came to his door, his bunker, one evening and stuck his head in and accused him of robbing God. He was like, Richard, you rob God. And my dad says, what do you mean? And he says, are you paying your tithing? And he goes, no. And he says, well, then you're robbing God and you're going to go to hell. And my dad, being the character that he is, probably needed that little bit of a jar in order to kind of wake up and listen to this guy, because he didn't have a lot of patience with people that didn't have something to say. So this man told him that if he didn't pay his tithing, he was going to go to hell, so we better, learn about Christ before he gets off the ship, or else, he's doomed. And then this man threw a Book of Mormon at my dad and told him to read it. So my dad, being jarred awake as much as he was, started to read. And he read and read and read for 3 days straight. And apparently he was allowed to stay in his bunker because he slept and ate Book of Mormon. He did not go out amongst his fellow mates and eat food, or he didn't sleep at night. He just stayed up 3 days straight and read that Book of Mormon. And by the time he was done, he knew it was true. Now, I can't even begin to tell you what this childhood memory means to me. It has been a very integral part of my family and my upbringing. And his heart and his intelligence was so keen about knowing this to be true that he always fascinated me with his testimony of Christ. And when I hear people say Mormons aren't Christians, I just think, are you kidding me? Are you seriously kidding me? That's all my dad would talk about was Christ. He would talk about his creations. He would talk about all kinds of things that he had learned about Christ, both from the Bible and the Book of Mormon. And he never took it back. Never once. And I guess I'm kind of made of that same blood, because I won't take mine back either. I know it to be true as well. I know it's another testament of Christ. And I marvel at how grateful and blessed I was to grow up around my dad. And my mom's not any less in her fervency, but I'll tell you that one later. This childhood memory has served me in more ways than I can possibly count. So what's your childhood memory? See you tomorrow.